We've been doing a 5-part series that will wrap up today on the major thinkers promoting abortion from the academic fields. We've looked at people like Michael Tooley, Kate Greasley, Peter Singer, and today we're going to look at 2 people who promote what is known as after-birth abortion. And primarily we're talking here about Giubilini and Minerva. Those names may ring a bell. You may have thought to yourself, wait a minute, I heard those names. Where did I hear them? Well, a little over a decade ago, they published a piece in a major academic journal arguing that abortion is only one half of the coin here. That really all of the arguments that are used to justify abortion work just as well to justify killing newborns. In other words, they were promoting infanticide. And it sent shockwaves through the philosophic and ethics community. And academics, even academics who support abortion, were horrified. But all they did is basically make the point that, look, these same arguments you're using to justify abortion work equally well to kill newborns, that birth is not a relevant dividing line. Now, that shouldn't have been news to the academic community. I mean, Peter Singer and Michael Tooley had been advancing arguments for decades, basically saying that, birth is nothing special, being human is nothing special. That the arguments that were being used at that time, even way back when Singer and Tooley first came on the scene, those arguments way back there that justified infanticide and abortion were a shock to some people, but those arguments have been percolating in the culture for a long time. The problem here was that Giubilini and Minerva wrote a piece that caught the eye of the press. And this made headlines all throughout society, even made the evening news in my hometown at the time. And what we had was the public, not just academics, but the public for the first time seeing someone say, wait a minute, if we can kill fetuses, why can't we kill newborns? Neither are actual persons. And that leads us to what I want to begin with today. It's always good to start with worldview assumptions. What worldviews are people bringing to the abortion debate? And we've talked about this before, but I want to do just a brief revisit of that here before we jump into Giubilini and Minerva, because I think it helps us to understand the foundation that people ground their arguments in.